check out BigBadToyStore.com for this and other great toys. Okay. I think it's time we finally address the elephant in the room. I know, that was horrible. I hate myself.
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Collectors Club subscription service exclusive Voyager class Ultra Mammoth. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Yeah, brown cardboard box. Yeah, sticker Ultra Mammoth. Yeah, yeah. You know the drill, people. You know the boring drill of the brown cardboard box. So we'll just open it up. That is your mammoth. A big blue mammoth encased in foam instead of ice. Put them off to the side, get a little baggie of stuff, take out the foam, take this out, get out of here box, and of course inside the box you do get your little bio card with a very nice piece of artwork there of Ultra Mammoth. Very cool. And there's his bio if you want to read it. And his motto, "Consistence is victory." Of course, there you got his tech specs. So there you have that, and of course there are, instructions, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. So there you have that. Now on to the figure itself. So here is Ultra Mammoth, who is a repaint of Big Convoy from Beast Wars Neo. Love is here. Anyway. Yes, he is a repaint of Big Convoy, and very cool. He's a big blue mammoth, and he's Ultra Mammoth, so obviously this is supposed to be Ultra Magnus. So yeah, it's a big blue Ultra Magnus, but very nicely done. The paint apps look nice there on the fur. Nice blue fading into the white. Big red eyes. Nice bone white tusks going on there. Got a little tail and everything. Of course, underneath you can see, a lot of robot just peeking out there, and there are the robot legs. Yeah, it's cool. It's a big elephant. It's a big elephant. And for comparison, here he is with Big Convoy. This you can see how they look together. You can see the blatant differences right there. Convoy, Mammoth, Convoy, Mammoth. There you have it. So. Put him off to the side. Now he does have some gimmicks in this mode. One gimmick is, you see this little lever right here on the top of his head. If you pull this back, his little trunk comes up, and he goes, "Meow, meow, meow." Elephants don't make that noise. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know. Whatever. Another gimmick is if you pull his ear back, it will make his tusk move up. So he has like a tusk flipping action here. He can flip you off with his tusks. We can do it to both sides. They move independently of each other. So yeah, he can flip people with his tusks if he wants to. And for articulation, there's really no articulation whatsoever in this guy. I mean, you can position his ears around, but other than that, there's no real articulation except for, you can move his tail up and down. But that's basically it. He's pretty much just a brick. He's just in that static pose, no actual posability to him. This is basically all you're going to get with this guy. Now, he does come with a baggie of missiles and whatnot. Dump this out. And the missiles have been remolded. Well, these missiles anyway. These missiles have been remolded, and these are the missiles that go into this section right here. And they have been remolded from the originals that came with Big Convoy, as you can see right here. Just, it is a different mold. And the problem is that these are remolded in a way that they don't really fit. When you have this, see if I can demonstrate here. Get this panel out. When you plug these missiles into the launchers, see this plug-in right there. See if I can get it in there. No, God. No, God. There we go. You'll see that, they're very thick in here, whereas these missiles are quite thin. And you can see there's definitely a difference there in the thickness of that missile. And that makes it really hard to actually get this to close back up when you're trying to get them back into Mammoth mode. There's just too much there. You can't close it up. So that's a problem. That's definitely an issue. If you push the button there, it just fires. Of course, without the missile, it all closes up just fine. But with the missiles, you cannot close it up. Why they felt the need to remold these missiles, I don't know. It seems kind of unnecessary. Maybe it was a way they can think of to differentiate the two. But really, different missiles doesn't make much of a difference. I don't know why they didn't just use these missiles, because these don't work trying to get them back into Mammoth mode, which is unfortunate. The missiles that go into the cannon, they're basically the same mold. They didn't do anything with these. They're just a little darker in color, but the same exact mold. Why they didn't do that with these, I don't know. But it is what it is. What are you going to do? But there is another gimmick that you can do with this guy in this mode, and he does basically have a battle mode, I guess, like a battle station mode. And basically, you're going to just take his tail, raise it up, and he can shoot missiles that are more deadly than any kind of missile you can imagine. But anyway, no, that's not it. That's not it at all. Although that would be deadly. Maybe not so silent, but definitely deadly. But yeah, just want to take the head, split it. And you want to take this whole section right here, if I can. This is kind of a pain to do. Oh, wait, I didn't have it properly unplugged there. So you want to take this and bring this whole section up. You'll see it's on a double hinge right here. If you take this, take these panels, kind of open them up to get them out of the way. You kind of flip this up, and you rotate all this 180. Like that. You can bring that back down and bring this back down on that double hinge. And just kind of, I don't really know what you do with these, frankly, because it's kind of awkward. But you basically want to flip this up, flip down the tail. And there basically you have a Mammoth with a big cannon sticking out of his forehead and a trunk sticking out of his butt. Little awkward, but hey. And if you wanted to, you could take these side missile launchers here and have them angled forward, so you have a full battle mode. Have that going on in there. While I have this set, I'll plug these missiles in. We'll show these off. Show off how that works a little later, but yeah, there you go. So you have a Mammoth that's ready for battle with his forehead missiles. Why not? Dare I say why not? But so there you have that. So since we've already gotten started here with the transformation, let's continue on with the transformation, shall we? Let's. I just want to bring this up, and you're just going to detach this right from here. And you'll see this just tabs into this this slot right there. So we'll take this big chunk of Mammoth here and just put it off to the side. What? Parts farming, worst toy ever! I know. Now this guy is kind of a shell former too. I mean, basically, if you take all the Mammoth parts off of the robot, you could basically have the Mammoth standing right next to the robot. I mean, none of this really incorporates the robot mode in any way that matters. It all just kind of hangs off of him. But once you do that, you want to unplug the front legs here from the head. Now you're just going to take the legs right here and bring them down. Let me raise the camera up a bit. And this is the part where I complained about my crappy tripod. Hey, it's working. I won't complain about you today, tripod. Today you have earned my respect. But anyway, continuing on. I don't know what's wrong with me, people, okay? Don't ask me because I don't know. You want to split the head. You want to take these pieces, bring them back out of the way. You want to take the arms here. The hands just plug in to these ports right here. You just want to unplug it. And then you can bring the arm out like that. And just rotate the arm, bring it down, orient the elbows properly. Second verse, same as the first. Unplug, bring it up. Bring that arm around, bring that forearm around. And there you have the upper body. You want to rotate the waist 180. Now you want to take these feet right here and just bring them back. Oop. Helps if you bring this whole hinge up. It helps you to rotate things a bit better. So you have that. Take that, bring that around, like so. So you got that. You want to come back here. You want to take these feet. You want to bring them up. And this will basically plug into the back of his calf right there. Oh, it does help if you pull these launchers out, because that gives you some clearance. Oh, and these like to come off. Pop it back on. Basically, a better way to do that is if you just push it out from this right here. You can pull them out a little bit better. So you can take those, angle them forward, and now you have some clearance here to plug that in right there, and it will also hook in right there, like that. Once you do that, open up the foot, and there you have one leg all done. Second verse, same as the first. Let's pop that launcher out to get it out of the way. Angle that forward, bring that up. Oop, there we go. Plug that in, hook that in there, open up the foot. And there you got that going. And the last thing you do is just push the torso down, and that reveals the head. Then if you want, you can take these horns, bring them out. If you want to differentiate between the two, you can leave the horns in. Totally up to you, but we'll leave them out for now. And there you have Ultra Mammoth in his robot mode. And it looks cool. I mean, personally, I think he could have benefited from having a whole new head, but still, it's cool just being a straight repaint. Still looks really good. Getting close here on the head sculpt. Very nicely done, though. You got the missile launchers here, hanging out, nice transparent blue on the chest, and he has one transparent arm. For some reason, I don't know why. Big Convoy has this too, and I don't understand why you have the one transparent arm. I don't get it, but still, it's a very nice mold. I dig the color scheme. It is definitely very Ultra Magnus in its color scheme, and as you can see, he just has a lot of Mammoth parts just hanging off of him. I mean, like I said, if you took all these panels off, you could basically build the Mammoth right next to him. I mean, he is definitely a shell former, but a good one though. He still looks cool. He still looks quite cool. Articulation-wise, the head is on a pretty good ball joint, and these shoulder pieces are on a ball joint also, so you can kind of angle them however you wish. Shoulders are on a ball joint. You got your elbow joint. You get this up and down movement here on the wrist. You do get a waist joint. Hips can go forward and back on a nice clickety-clackety joint. They can go outward, but this eventually gets in the way. We do get double jointed knees, but again, due to all the Mammoth parts just kind of getting in the way, he doesn't get full range of motion, but he does get enough. And the toes here are on a ball joint, so you can get a little bit of tilting action, up and down movement, as well as the heel. So he does have some good articulation, but sometimes a lot of these panels will kind of start to get in the way. Just for the heck of it, we'll put the missiles in. We'll plug these in, because now we can use them. There you have that. Now he does have a couple gimmicks in robot mode. You can bring down these panels right here, and inside you can flip these out, and you'll see there's a little post there that'll plug in right under his hand. Plug that in, and he has little, I believe they're called tunthas? I believe they're called tunthas. Whereas I like to call them spiked clubbing sticks. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. So he has 2 of those to use as weapons. And you can open up his chest, and he has a matrix inside, which is done in a nice silver chrome. You take that out, there's even some nice molded in details going on in there. And he has a nice, whoa, buddy, don't you go falling on me. You stay. It's got a nice chromed down matrix going on there. Very nicely done. Looks cool. And of course you can't hold it. You can close it up and just plug it into his hands. And he can't hold his matrix. Like that. Just take it, plug it back in. And it stays in very securely. You don't have to worry about it falling out. That plugs in nice and secure. Close that up. And there you have it. And of course he does have this giant hunk of Mammoth here with trunk and everything. And he can hold this as a gun. Yes, that's right. This is a weapon, people. So open up this panel. And you flip out this handle right here. You just flip that back. You can take these and flip these up, and you can see that there's even, molded in details on the inside of these panels here. Even in here. I guess you can use these as like blast shields. So you can actually hold this big chunk of Mammoth. Let me take this, flip this back in. His spiked fighting sticks, his spiked clubbing sticks. Just plug that into his hand. Now he has a giant cannon with a trunk attached to it. And the arm joints are good enough that he can actually support it. He can hold it up. Of course, it does kind of throw his balance off a bit, but he can hold it up, which is pretty cool. Now, if you don't want him holding it, you still have this armature right here, and you can take it and just plug it in and have it hanging out, and you can have it and this does rotate, so you kind of take it, and I believe on the show on Beast Wars Neo, I believe he actually carried it like this, crosswise on his back, like that. So you can totally do that if you don't want him actually holding the gun. But yeah, it's just a big chunk of gun. But we'll get a closer look at this. And again, nice molded in detailing. Very nice. And it does shoot 2 missiles. Now you shoot the missiles by turning this knob right here, and it will shoot one after the other. So basically, you turn it. I'm trying to guess it'll shoot into my hand. You turn it, and it will. Which way am I turning it? There you go. And I'll shoot the bottom one first, and then it'll shoot the top one. And I can't get it to shoot again. Shoot! Shoot! Doesn't want to shoot. Okay, it doesn't want to shoot, but it will shoot both of them. Shoot, man! Shoot! Oh, there it goes. Just shot right into the table. That scared me. Wasn't expecting that to work. That scared me. It just came out of nowhere, man. Okay, we'll get this back in here. That's basically how that gun works. Scared me, man. Stop scaring me. But, yeah, still very cool figure. Now, for comparison, here he is with Big Convoy. So you can see the differences there in the paint scheme. Convoy Magnus! Convoy Magnus! Maybe I should say Mammoth! So there you have that. And just to further my point here of the remolded missiles, you can see on Big Convoy's missiles how the missile basically fits right into that panel. Nothing's actually hanging outside of the panel, and it's nice and thin, and it works perfectly when you're putting them back into Mammoth mode. And you can see with Ultra Mammoth, these missiles are way too big, and they just stick out. They stick out way too far. They just don't fit inside that panel, and they're just way too thick. So, again, I don't know why they decided to remold the missiles. I don't know. Maybe it's for safety reasons, but it doesn't work when you're putting them back into Mammoth mode, unfortunately. But what are you gonna do? But as far as Ultra Mammoth goes, he's cool. I like him. I mean, it's a good mold. It's a mold that obviously I already have and don't mind owning again. Oh, and another difference I should show you here is that you can see your Prime has a gold matrix, whereas Ultra Mammoth has a silver one. You know, because Big Convoy's a gangster. He's got his bling matrix. Because he's a gangster like that. But, yeah, he's a cool toy. A very cool mold. You know, don't mind at all owning this mold twice. Definitely worth having. If you think he looks cool, if this fits your style, and if you think he'll look good on your shelf, then definitely pick him up. He'll definitely be a good addition to your Beast Wars collection. So, I like him. He gets 2 thumbs up from me, or 2 tusks up. Dream of love. And I think that's pretty much it. So, don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Collectors Club subscription service exclusive Voyager class. What the heck is his name? Ultra Mammoth. And this is EmGo's saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, bomb in your face. Magnus! Ah! Whoa! Magnus, I know I said we needed to pick Earth modes for our trip, but seriously, this? I mean, gah. Do you have any idea how big Earth Elephant's poop is? I mean, seriously, who's gonna clean that up? Not me, that's for sure. I mean, seriously, poop that big. Can you deal with that? Yeah. You see what I did there? Harry, where are you going? Where are you going? You're gonna poop in my quarters, aren't you? Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Magnus, are you listening to me? Magnus! Magnus!